Alright, so there's going to be times when you go to record something and the area that you're in is really loud, machines or whatnot, and if you're recording, like, let's say a tutorial, for example, you're going to need to be able to record you, not the area that's noisy. So that's where we use a microphone, and a wireless microphone works really well. So this right here, the RodeLink, can go on any camera, and you just kind of screw it in, and you can see by putting it in the shoe, I can go like that, tighten it down, rotate this, and this will make sure it has a good connection, even though you don't have to tighten this area. Like that. There we go. Cool. So that's the first step, is get everything hooked up. Next step is powering up the unit. Now, why doesn't the power work? Well, these units take AA batteries, of course, and anytime you record a video, everything is dead. That's the law of recording a video. So when you press this button, here's the batteries, AA's. And yeah, you just replace these video buttons. This is the TX, which is the sending unit. Make sure it has batteries in it too. And make sure it's on positive 10 for right now. Alright, let's power this on. Gonna hold it. And this one, let's power this on by holding it. Now they're on both channel 8. You can see that because it says 8 on it, and it says RX and TX. If you were to ever need to switch that out, let's say a different channel, which I doubt you would ever do it, but see that button right there, that red one? On the receiving one, you have to lightly click that button. And then on the sending one, you have to lightly click that button. Do not hold the button. It will automatically remarry the unit. So right now they are married together. How do I know they're married? Well, a lot of times you lightly hit the CH, and then you take the mic and you go la 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 da 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 da, and see, it gets the input. So you now know that the input from the sender is going to the receiver through the mic. These two are not connected at all. Alright, now that I know that the two units are talking, just important that you make sure that it's connected to the microphone port on the camera. Just like that. We already established this connection. Okay. So now we have to set it so it's at the perfect volume for whatever camera that we're using. Alright. To do this, I'm actually going to break it and then fix it in front of you. So inside here, I have the setting. It says 0, -10, and -20. Let's set it, I'm going to set it to -20. Okay. It's still hooked up to the camera via the wire, but now I have access to that little window. I'm going to set it off to the side. And then I'm going to turn on the camera. On. Switch this over to video camera mode. It was camera, video camera. Click on live view. And right now I have this indicator over here. And what I can do is hit info if it's not up enough times and it'll pop up. So when I talk into the microphone, this microphone, I should have a full range of expression. It shouldn't be just capped out at the very top. Let's change this to 0 and see what happens. You see how it's capped off at the very top and I have no full range. So that's what that slider does. It adjusts it to the camera. So -20 for this camera, but other cameras it's going to be different settings. But this is always a good indicator on how it's interacting. Another thing on a Nikon camera, if you go to info and you go to microphone, this is set to auto. If it isn't, you should have it on auto. You can do that by just going up to the top, hitting OK, and then I to cancel out. So now, just test it out. I should be able to have a full range of expression on the mic, but when it's quiet, it should be pretty much settled. You can see the settle point is 3 dots. That indicates there's some background noise still. Sometimes that can be handled, sometimes not. But if you open up the other unit, you'll see that that is set to 0. So 0 and -20 is about the fullest expression I can have. If you lay down your microphone, the last thing you could do is go back to auto on the microphone, and we could set that to like something lower. And you can see as I'm adjusting this, I now have 2 dots. Test. Test. Testing 1. So now I have a better range when there's nobody talking, and you might have to just play around with this until you get a full range of expression on the mic. Test. Test. Whoa, that's perfect. So those are the settings for this camera. It could be different for all cameras, but that's how you adjust it for this one. You now have a wireless microphone system hooked up to your camera, and you can record your tutorial about something in the lab. I hope you enjoyed.